How to say hello?
Hello?
Yeah, I don't even know hello.
With the recent reports of his possible failing health while Kim Jong-Un, he's been in the news a lot lately. Now, rumors first started circulating around the middle of April when Kim failed to make a public appearance at a key state holiday. South Korea's media then began reporting that Kim either underwent cardiovascular surgery or was being quarantined due to the coronavirus threat. As tends to happen when first-hand evidence isn't readily available, well, people all around the world started speculating that Kim Jong-Un had died, just not in the fiery explosion as envisioned in the end of the interview. Moon Chung-in, a top foreign advisor in South Korea, has since stated his belief that Kim Jong-Un is alive and well, and he's believed to be staying in the Wonsan area since his disappearance. All of this intrigue around the reclusive world leader has got us curious about his story all over again. Now, if he has passed away, well, he has left behind some vast amount of riches, which include over 20 million mansions and his own private island off the coast of North Korea, a place that basically is his own paradise island. Now, to get there, he can either use his luxury super yacht or his own private jet. Today, we're gonna dig a little deeper into the pockets and the bank account of Kim Jong-Un and take a look at how he spends his vast amounts of wealth. We're talking the likes of black caviar, magnificent palaces, luxury sedans, private jets, and even his own private island.
When you were in North Korea, Kim Jong-un has tremendous wealth. He has an island that you compared to like Ibiza or something, but it's only Kim Jong-un who lives on the island, right? I mean, it's a tremendous...
It was there.
Every building is all marble. It's
just insane.
It's like his compound.
And does he have a shitload of chicks there?
No, but it is. He has an all-girl band.
An all-girl band?
It's how many people, like 16, 17 girls?
Yeah, like a dozen.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden back at it again with a brand new video here on the rich life of Kim Jong-un. Now, we still don't know for sure whether or not Kim Jong-un has in fact passed away. Now, the official word has yet to come out. Now, until we know more, keep it locked to this channel for all your North Korean tyrannical needs. Now, we recently dropped a The Rich Life video on Kanye West, and we got another one on Big Ed coming your way. As always, be sure to let us know who's next in the comments down below. All right, now let's get into this video. Now, before we jump into Kim's wallet, let's take a quick run through his backstory. Now, North Korean official position on the birth of Kim Jong-un is that he was born on January 8, 1982, which means he was born exactly 7 years after his grandfather, Kim Jong-sung, and exactly 40 years after his father, Kim Jong-il, both former leaders of North Korea. Now, if that sounds a little too coincidental to be possibly true, well, all I can say is, welcome to North Korea.
Because North Korea, that's why.
Kim Jong-un spent a great deal of his youth living in Switzerland, where he attended school under a few fake names. Now, by the year 2000, he returned to North Korea after his mother was diagnosed with breast cancer. There, he obtained 2 degrees before graduating in 2007. Now, in 2010, he was publicly unveiled to the North Korean citizens, and he officially became a member of the Workers' Party of North Korea. Now, last week on this channel, we released a video that took a very deep look into Kim's life and his formative years, so if you haven't checked out our Before They Were Gone video, well, definitely give it a look. Now, the South Korean government, they have denied the reports, but that hasn't stopped the speculation. Now, the most credible information we have about Kim Jong-un's personal life since taking power, well, it comes from a very unexpected source. I'm talking about Dennis Rodman.
To me, he's a kid. He's only 34 years old. And the fact that he's been inherited this situation. He didn't build this.
By 2011, the regime was rounding up his potential rivals and either executing them or putting them in internment camps. Now, when his father died at the end of 2011, well, Kim Jong-un was publicly declared leader, and he took the title of Marshal Chairman of the Central Military Commission, Chairman of the State of Affairs Commission, and overall Commander-in-Chief. But to his besties and subjects, well, he's often just referred to as Dear Leader. And, oh, by the way, he also inherited his family's enormous wealth.
North Korea declared Kim Jong-un supreme leader of the country's ruling party, its military, and its people on Thursday. The proclamation was made during a memorial for the late president and Kim Jong-un's father, Kim Jong-il.
As the leader of North Korea, well, Kim, he has been at the forefront of countless controversies and alleged crimes such as torture and abduction. Now, he and his country, they have also utilized strategies of all types to fill their proverbial coffers. According to the CNN, well, there have been allegations of hacking bank accounts, selling weapons, dealing drugs, counterfeiting cash, and trafficking endangered species.
They bring North Koreans in for 3-year contracts. After they're done working here, they get sent back to North Korea. They spend a month in a reintegration camp to get all of the propaganda that they've missed. Most of the workers are over 40 years old, so they all have families back home. So they know that if they try to run away, then their family back home gets in trouble.
These get-rich-quick schemes, well, they aren't just to fund Kim's overly luxurious lifestyle, but also to bankroll the country's military and nuclear missile programs.
But much of the focus right now, North Korea, successfully testing its first intercontinental ballistic missile, capable of hitting the U.S.
These alleged activities bring in big bucks for Kim, and a 2008 Congressional Research Service report, it established that Pyongyang racks up as much as $500 million to $1 billion in profits annually. Now, I mean, when you're reportedly trafficking heroin, meth, and counterfeit pharmaceuticals, like the blue V pill, that's like the holy trinity when it comes to drugs. Definitely one-stop shopping for a lot of people. Not me, but for some. Anyway, you know what I mean. Now, speaking to CNN in 2017, former Deputy Director of the U.S. Treasury Department, Anthony Ruggiero, he had this to say. North Korea will sell anything to anyone as long as they pay. Damn, starting to sound like some dude I know.
You're goddamn right.
In 2013, a joint investigation by South Korea and the United States located more than 200 bank accounts allegedly controlled by Kim and his family. Now, these accounts, they were spread out all over the world, including in Austria,
Liechtenstein,
Russia, Singapore, China, Luxembourg, and of course, Switzerland. Yeah, those Swiss. I tell ya, they're always so neutral.
As we can.
Now, all of these holdings reportedly fall under the domain of what's known as Office 39 in North Korea. Now, the U.S. Treasury Department refers to Office 39 as the bureau that provides critical support to North Korean leadership through engaging in illicit economic activities and managing slush funds. Now, of course, it's nearly impossible to trace these illicit funds accurately and have a true record of all of Kim's holdings, with the country under such tight lockdown at all times. However, word has leaked that Kim, he owns more than 20 million mansions, and he spends most of his time on a private island off the coast of North Korea, a place that's basically his own paradise island. Now, how does he get to that island, you might ask? Well, I mean, he's a world leader, so he probably has a ton of different methods to get there. But one direct way is hopping aboard his luxury super yacht. This ship is reportedly over 200 feet long, and it cost $8 million. Now, while on board, Kim's guests, they get served the most expensive liquors, as Kim imports thousands of bottles of cognac and whiskey a year from all over the world. Close personal friend Dennis Rodman has described traveling on the ship as follows. It's like going to Hawaii or Ibiza, but he's the only one that lives there. He's the only one who lives there? It sounds like a rollicking good time to me. Now, if hopping on a yacht sounds like it may take, too long to get anywhere, you can always check out Kim's private jet, which is named, I you not, Air Force Un, and it set him back a cool 1.5 mil. When back in mainland North Korea, Kim can be found taking care of his fleet of thoroughbred horses, which unconfirmed reports have suggested he spends as much as 20% of North Korea's national budget in the care and upkeep of his horses. Wait, how can this guy be such a psychopath if he cares for animals this much? Well, wait till you hear what he's paying his people. So the average North Korean only earns between $1,000 to $2,000 per year. With the luckiest individuals, they're making a whopping $62 a month.
Are you serious?
Now, meanwhile, Kim, he spends more of his national budget on luxury goods for himself than he does on illicit imports for his countrymen. So that's how, he's got all that money. And he can feed them horses better than his people. To put all of this into context, back in 2016, Kim, he was warning his citizens to brace for a possible famine and economic hardships. Now, meanwhile, he was cruising around town in his fleet of over 100 luxury sedans, including his personal favorite, a $2 million armored Mercedes-Benz S600, complete with its own portable toilet. Because when you gotta go, you gotta go. Throw on top of that black caviar imported from Iran, an $8 million wristwatch collection, a $35 million ski resort, over 20,000 movies and DVDs, not to mention his own private luxury cinema, and we can start to get a real idea of just how vast Kim Jong-Un's wealth really is. All right, so now that we've brought up all of the holdings that we know about, what's Kim's actual net worth? Well, much like the rest, we can only guess. But most estimates have him pegged at a net worth of $5 billion. So where does that place him among the wealthiest world leaders? Well, pretty high up on the list, to be honest. That's more than President Trump, but trailing that of Vladimir Putin, who's reportedly worth as much as $200 billion. Now, I can't even visualize a number that big, but it's a lot, more than anyone needs. With such a desire to live in a lap of luxury, well, it really shouldn't come as a surprise to hear about Kim's recent potential health problems. Now, lifestyle factors like smoking and obesity, well, they tend to lead to an unhealthy life, no matter how much money you've got scrolled away in hundreds of bank accounts. So will Kim Jong-Un get to spend his vast fortune? I guess we're gonna have to wait and see. Alright guys, I'm wrapping up this episode of The Rich Life here. My name is Michael McCrudden. You guys gotta let me know who's next in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in another video. Boom!